Hey, how are you doing, Tom? You're muted. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Very
I can
good.
hear you
Let me
too.
turn up the volume.
You're looking really good.
Did I get my tie on straight, Frank?
Yeah, you did
Oh,
actually.
okay. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure. Yeah, okay. I think I'm good. Oh man, it's so good to see you. Man,
See
what's
you.
happening in Memphis? I like your sweater there.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Well, it's Memphis is fine. Um, Everything's okay. I'm trying to get my stuff set up. There's a let's see.
Yeah, I like your background there, Mike.
Thank you. That's
Oh,
my band. That was
yeah.
Wonderful.
last year at Christmas time.
Yeah, perfect. That is really sweet.
Yeah.
Oh man. Does it seem like it's been a short year or a fast year or what's going on here?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Hey Frank, I've lost track. When did you move to Memphis? Is this your second
let's see.
Christmas?
I moved here in August, late August of 2021.
Wait a minute. This is number three? Christmas number three.
I'm afraid so. Yeah.
No,
Yeah. I, I
no.
I'm hoping to get used to being in Memphis before too much longer.
Yeah. Yeah, it won't be long. We'll call you a native
Yeah.
Memphisonian thing,
Yeah.
whatever.
Hi,
That,
Jackie. Hi, Marcy.
Hello.
Well, I'm having problems with my playlist, but I think I've got them straight now, and I think I've got Zoom set up. Let me see. Let me know if this sounds weird. Does that sound weird?
Yes.
Okay, I've got my effects set up properly. And can you hear? Can you hear this?
No.
yeah.
Can you hear it at all? Well, what if I strum it?
There you go.
Okay. Okay. So air ukulele's not getting it, but
You
strumming it
got
is
me. You
okay.
got me.
Okay. Okay. Well, everybody's pictures are coming through nice and clear. Well, the first one for tonight is Let It Snow. And would anybody like to do part of Let It Snow? All right. Tom and Jackie. Okay. Um, so, let's see how many stanzas are in here. Let's see, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven stanzas. And the last one's very small. Um, so, let's see, why don't I do, uh, any thoughts, Jackie, Tom? Is there any particular part you want to do?
Doesn't matter to me. Let somebody else start it. So we'll go from
Okay.
there.
Okay. Um,
Well, I could start it.
Okay. Why don't you? Yeah, it's got a funny number here. Because it's got an A part and a B part, and the B part starts on the third stanza. So why don't you do the first two stanzas? I'll do the next two. Tom can do the next two, and then Jackie, why don't you do the dramatic ending?
Okay.
Okay, so what did I say? Okay, you do two, then I do two, Tom does two, and then back to Jackie.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we know a place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Oh, it doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
When we finally kiss goodnight, I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Oh, the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Oh, the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbye. But as long as you love me so.
Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Very good.
You
Very
did,
good.
everybody.
The next one was discovered by Marcy. It's easy and tricky at the same time. Does anybody want to do part of it, or shall I take it? Okay, I got it. All right, let me see if I can. Okay. All right. Let's see. I want a ukulele for Christmas. Dear Santa, please. All the other girls and boys want a lot of fancy toys, but for me, only a ukulele. I want a ukulele for Christmas. Santa, hear my plea. I'll be happy as can be if I can see a ukulele under the tree. I'll practice every day so my fingers will be flying on the strings, just like a good old Hawaiian. Santa, please don't be denying my one request. been on my best behavior, no fussing, no crying. Suspicious rhythm there. I want a Santa, I ain't lying. May not be perfect, but I'm really trying. You know, I've done my best. Yeah, I want a ukulele for Christmas. Dear Santa, please. All the other girls and boys want a lot of fancy toys, but for me, only a ukulele. I want a ukulele for Christmas. Santa, hear my plea. I'll be as happy as can be if I can see a ukulele under the tree. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Gee, Santa, I'd like a ukulele. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. I spell it out alphabetically. Q, R, S, T, then V. W, X, Y, and Z. One thing's missing, look carefully, is the U. Ukulele, I want a ukulele for Christmas. Dear Santa, please. All the other girls and boys want a lot of fancy toys, but for me, only a ukulele. Yeah, I want a ukulele for Christmas. Santa, hear my plea. I'll be as happy as can be if I can see a ukulele under the tree. I'll be happy as can be if I can see a ukulele under the tree. Thank you, Marcy. That's another great one.
Good job. Great song. Thanks, Marcy. Thanks, Frank.
Okay, Jingle Bell Rock. Who wants to do part of Jingle Bell Rock? You thinking about it, Jackie? You're a definite maybe. Okay. So, Jackie, why don't you take it at the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, fourth stanza where it's giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. And then when you get tired, just say, take it, Frank. Okay?
Okay.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell swing and jingle bell ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Giddy up, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell chime and jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, what a bright time. It's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time, it's a swell time to go riding in a one-horse sleigh.
Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and mingle in a jingle beat. That's the Jingle Bell Rock. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell chime in jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, what a bright time. It's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time is a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Take it, Frank.
Well, giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and mingle in a jingling beat. That's the jingle bell That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell rock. Hello, John. All right. Cowboy song that people think is really a North Pole song, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But it's a cowboy song, Gene Autry song. So, anybody in a Christmas cowboy mood want to do part of Rudolph? I got you covered. Is my sound coming through okay? Okay, good, okay. You know Dasher. Oh, what chord is that? You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then how the reindeers loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. I hate it when my nose starts itching in the middle of a Zoom. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose like a light bulb, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. I don't remember what that is. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names like Pinocchio. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games like Monopoly. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Then all the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. You'll go down in history. Thank you. Let's see. Did I pick out silver bells also, or maybe those? Maybe I think Melanie picked out some of these, but that's okay. Does anybody want to do part of Silver Bells? Okay. Jackie, do you want to start it and do the first two stanzas, and then I'll finish it?
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
I think Tom wanted to do some of it too.
Oh, Tom, you want to do part of Silver Bells?
Yeah, late joining in there. Yeah, I can do something, strings of streetlights.
Yeah, why don't you, Jackie, why don't you do the first two stanzas, and Tom, you finish it, okay?
Okay.
All right, good.
City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressing holiday style. In the air there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, greeting smile after smile.
rings of street lights, even shop lights, blinking bright red and green as the shoppers rush home with their treasures. Hear the snow crunch, see the kids rush. This is Santa's big scene, and above all the bustle you'll hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day.
Very nice. Thank you. All right. Marcy picked out Christmas for Cowboys, and I just love it. And so I put it in 2 weeks in a row, and Marcy thought it was okay. So Marcy thinks it's okay, then it's okay. All right. Tom, you want to start it out with a harmonica solo?
Yeah, sure can. We'll do that.
And Jackie or John, does anybody else want to do any part of it? Okay, Jackie.
I don't know this one.
Okay. All right. All right. So, Tom, where do you want me to come in?
So you want to do the campfire?
Yes.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
And anybody else? John, are you okay?
Yep.
You okay?
It's just
Then
us. Yeah.
this is Christmas for Cowboys. Tall in the saddle, we spend Christmas Day, driving the cattle over snow-covered plains. All of the good gifts given today, ours is the sky and the wide open range. Back in the city, they have different ways, football and eggnog and Christmas parades. I'll take my blanket, I'll take the reins. It's Christmas for cowboys on the wide open plains.
A campfire for warmth as we stop for the night. The stars overhead are Christmas tree lights. The wind sings a hymn as we bow down to pray. It's Christmas for cowboys on wide open plains. Tall in the saddle, we spend Christmas Day, driving the cattle over snow-covered plains. All of the good gifts given today, ours is the sky and the wide open range. It's Christmas for cowboys and wide open plains. Now that's good. That's a really good Christmas song. And I didn't even know that existed last year. Okay, A friend of mine asked for the next one, and this may not be something that everybody really just loves, but the Irish people who live in New York City absolutely love it. I mean, they seriously love it. It's supposed to be the most popular Christmas song there. Let's see, it's Brian. I don't have the name of the artist that wrote it, but the example was from his funeral. He died just a few weeks ago, and I guess this is kind of the Black Irish version, or the Black Irish take on "Please, Daddy, Don't Get Drunk This Christmas." There are no punches pulled here. Was Christmas Eve, babe, in the drunk tank, an old man said to me, won't see another one. And then he sang a song, the rare old Mountain Dew. I turned my face away and dreamed about you. Got a lucky one, came in 18-1. I got a feeling this year's for me and you. So happy Christmas, I love you, baby. I can see a better time when all our dreams come true. They've got cars big as bars, they've got rivers of gold, but the wind blows right through you, there's no place for the old. When you first took my hand on a cold Christmas Eve, you promised me Broadway was waiting for me. You were handsome, you were pretty, queen of New York City. When the band finished playing, they howled out for more. Sinatra was swinging, the drunks they were singing. We kissed on the corner and then danced through the night. And the boys of the NYPD choir were singing Galway Bay. And the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day. You're a bum, you're a punk, you're an old slut on junk, lying there almost dead with a drip in that bed. You scumbag, you maggot, you cheap, lousy faggot. Happy Christmas, your arse, I pray God it's our last. And the boys of the New York in the NYPD choir were singing Galway Bay, and the bells were ringing out on Christmas Day. I could have been someone, well, so could anyone. You took my dreams from me when I first found you. I kept them with me, babe. I put them with my own. Can't make it all alone. I built my dreams around you. And the boys in NYPD choir were singing Galway Bay, and the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day. the boys of the NYPD choir were singing Galway Bay, and the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day. Thank you. This is one that Melanie Hall kind of taught us in Ukulele Club years ago. I think before we even started meeting at Riemann Music. And I really love it. I don't know if anybody else wants to do part of it or not. The Rudolph the Red-Nosed, thank you, Jack. The Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer movie or TV show has this in it, and Burl Ives sings. It's quite lovely. Tom, did you want to do part of it, or no? Just me and Jackie. Okay. All right. Jackie, I'll start it out, and then you do the second stanza. And when you are done, just say, "Take it, Frank." Okay. Silver and gold, silver and gold. Everyone wishes for silver and gold. How do you measure its worth? Just by the pleasure it gives here on earth.
Silver and gold, silver and gold, means so much more when I see silver and gold wait a minute, sorry, decorations on every Christmas tree. Silver and gold, everyone wishes for silver and gold. How do you measure its worth? Just by the pleasure it gives here on earth. Take it, Frank.
Silver and gold means so much more when I see silver and gold decorations on every Christmas tree. Silver and gold decorations on every Christmas tree. Okay, and we have a new arrangement of Old Lang Syne that Jackie made this arrangement. It's really nice. And we added, she also found some additional verses that were in English, which is a language that some of us are coming along with okay. So that was helpful. And so, Jackie, do you want to do all of this or part of it? We're going to do this again in the next meeting too, because this is the Christmas meeting, and the next meeting is the post New Year's meeting.
Well, surely somebody else would like to do part of it.
Well, I'll be glad to do whichever part you would like for me to do. I practiced it.
Well, why don't we just alternate? I'll do 2 verses, you do 2 verses, and I'll do 2. And
Okay.
unless is there somebody else? Okay.
All right.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot
will take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. It's time to look at all we've done and keep the good in mind. Why should we not be glad, my friends, and leave the bad behind?
'Cause life is much too short, my friends, to waste a lot of time. Let's all shake hands and grieve the past with all the good in mind. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne?
For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, who will take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne?
I like the additional verses. That's very fitting. Very nice. Thank you for publishing
Well, I didn't make up the verses. I found somebody that was singing them.
Yep, she discovered them, and she arranged it. So,
Nice.
as always, Jackie does really good work. Steve Melby asked for the next one, so he's not here to sing it. So we'll do him proud. Would anybody like to do part of "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas"? Can't hear you, Jackie.
I was just singing it to myself to make sure I could do it. If I do a little bit of it.
Okay. Which part would you like to do?
Oh, whatever.
Well, I'll do the first and third stanzas,
Okay.
and you do the second and fourth, which includes the dramatic ending.
Okay.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Keep your heart be light. Next year all our troubles will be out of sight.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. Next year all our troubles will be miles away.
Once again, as in golden days, happy golden days of yore, faithful friends who are dear to us shall be near to us once more.
Someday soon we all will be together, if the fates allow. Until then, we'll have to muddle through somehow. So have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
So we're already at the open mic, unless I'm leaving something out. Yep. Does anybody have a story or a song or anything for open mic? John. Very good. Very good.
They like that at the nursing home in the summertime.
Why not? Anybody else got anything yet? I have a couple. This is something I've been working on as an instrumental. Thank you.
Good, Frank. That's great.
Thank you. And then this is this is a really nice Christmas song that was written by John McCutcheon. We have it in the library. I changed it around. I put it in a different key, but it's Christmas in the Trenches. My name is Francis Tolliver. I come from Liverpool. 2 years ago, the war was waiting for me after school. To Belgium and to Flanders, to Germany, to here, I fought for king and country I hold dear. 'Twas Christmas in the trenches where the frost so bitter hung. The frozen fields of France were still, no Christmas songs were sung. Our families back in England were toasting us that day. Their brave and glorious lads so far away. I was lying with my messmate on the cold and rocky ground, when across the lines of battle came a most peculiar sound. Says I, now listen up, me boys, each soldier strained to hear, as one young German voice sang out so clear. He's singing bloody well, you know, my partner says to me. Soon one by one each German voice joined in harmony. The cannons rested silent, the gas cloud rolled no more, as Christmas brought us respite from the war. And soon as they were finished, a reverent pause was spent. God rest ye merry gentlemen, struck up some lads from Kent. The next they sang was Stille Nacht, 'tis silent night, says I. And in two tongues one song filled up that sky. There's someone coming towards us, the frontline sentry cried. All sights were fixed on one lone figure, trudging from their side. His truce flag like a Christmas star shone on that plain so bright, as he bravely strode unarmed into the night. Soon one by one on either side walked into no man's land. With neither gun nor bayonet, we met there hand to hand. We shared some secret brandy and wished each other well. And in a flare-lit soccer game, we gave 'em hell. We traded chocolates, cigarettes, and photographs from home. These sons and fathers far away from families of their own. Young Sanders played his squeeze box, and they had a violin. These curious and unlikely band of men. Soon daylight strolled upon us, and France was France once more. With sad farewells we each began to settle back to war. But the question haunted every heart that beat that wondrous night: whose family have I fixed within my sights? 'Twas Christmas in the trenches, where the frost so bitter hung. The frozen fields of France were warmed as Christmas songs of peace were sung. For the walls that kept between us to exact the work of war had crumbled and were gone forevermore. My name is Francis Tolliver, on Liverpool I dwell. Each Christmas come since World War I, I've learned the lesson well, that the ones who call the shots won't be among the dead and lame, and on each side of the rifle we're the same. Thank you.
Good job, Frank.
Thank you.
Good song.
Couldn't hear the uke very well.
Okay, yeah, but it was a quiet. Oh, Yeah, something's wrong with. Oh, I had it left on the tuner. Sorry.
Yep.
That was the good part.
Very nice.
You couldn't hear. Let's see, Marty, you got anything else for open mic?
I'll
Tom.
just play the first verse of another Gene Autry song.
Good.
Actually, this goes back before television, before even black and white television. We did have a radio, and I remember hearing this Christmas song, Here Comes Santa Claus.
Ah,
I'd encourage you to look it up and just have fun with it. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. Vixen, Blitzen, all his reindeer. Oh, and on the reins, bells are ringing, children singing, all is merry and bright. So hang your stockings and say your prayers, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. An oldie.
excellent. That's great. Hey,
Thanks.
Tom. Okay. Well, I guess we'll. Let's see. I guess we'll put the critters to sleep. So, Tom, are you in the mood to put the foxes to sleep? They're the very first ones. John also does a fine job on the foxes, and so does Jackie, if you'd rather have another.
I'll be brave and I'll start off the foxes then.
Okay. All right. And now who's going to cover for Dory and do the whales? John, are you up to the whales? John, you got the whales, which means Jackie has the coyotes. And I get the varmints. All right, let's do it.
All right. Here we go. It's time for you to go to bed, Irene. So, Irene, good night, Irene. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dream. Sleep in the forest. Lions sleep in their den. Goats sleep on the mountainside, and pigs sleep in their pen.
Irene, good night, Irene. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Whales sleep in the ocean. Zebras sleep on the land. Hippos sleep by the riverside. Camels sleep on sand.
Irene, good night, Irene. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Coyote sleeps in the canyon. A birdie sleeps in a tree. And when it's time for me to rest, my bed's the place for me.
Irene, good night, Irene. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Maybugs go to sleep in May. June bugs sleep in June. If skeeters try to sleep on me, I'll squish them up quite soon. Irene, good night, Irene. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Well, season's greetings, happy solstice, happy Christmas, and I will see you all next year.
Thanks,
Sounds like
Frank.
a plan.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks
Merry
for being
Christmas,
here.
all.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye. Big love.